Business Associates,
10
they
seconds
love this
remaining.
like winning the lanes and snowballing super fast from there, and both Venno and Beastmaster,
5
in the hands of
seconds
Brax at the very
remaining.
least, have seemed extremely capable of doing that.
Yeah, it's been really hard to deal with. And I think that Jakiro kind of, I'm
Dire
wondering
team
if they do this as like a dual lane. I don't think that you can pick something like a Terrorblade or what have you, because they're just going to demolish it. They're going to do so much damage and take that tower ridiculously early. Like, I think you need a really strong laner if you're in the bottom lane probably in this game for Omega League. Omega
You
Gaming.
know,
10
it's
seconds
actually
remaining.
been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
5
Rubik games in
seconds
a row
remaining.
for Snaking.
Oh no, what's he going to do now?
I don't know.
Radiant team
The
ban.
last hero he played that was not Rubik, I think it looks like it was Tiny. Oh no, it was Wyvern actually.
Wyvern. All right.
He played an offlane Wyvern in combination with a Brax Viper. Ooh, double Drake lane. That's pretty cool.
Interesting.
10 seconds remaining.
Well, I guess he was probably the support Wyvern with the offlane Viper.
Yes,
Yeah.
sorry.
5 seconds
He
remaining.
was in the offlane though,
Yeah,
hanging out over there. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Spectre band, Kunkka band. Nothing really to write home about there. The other big cores. I kind of feel like this might be like a business associate troll game or something.
Yeah, I think any of those ones that play fast too, like the gyro. I mean, it's still
Yeah.
in. It was really good last game. Has some uses versus the Nature's Prophet.
That could be cool.
In terms of what Omega need, I like this idea of just taking away the super easy like ganking around the map
Dire
heroes because they have a
team
Nature's
ban.
Prophet and a Tiny. So that's what they're gonna want to do, right? It's like maybe even like, I guess you don't want to ban Legion because they already have the Nature's Prophet, and so you're thinking that's probably gonna be off lane.
Mm-hmm.
But like maybe some more mid heroes like Embers and stuff.
For the third pick, you said, or that's the bands that you're thinking?
Yeah,
Radiant
it's a ban.
team ban.
Well, actually ban the gyro themselves. Okay.
Very interesting.
Classic versus the Beastmaster, I guess.
Yeah, it can be hard
Dire
to deal
team
with there.
ban.
DK band as well. Don't want to have to deal with the Moo DK coming out.
They're removing the mids that really enable that play style that they've been showcasing a lot lately, right? But there's so many that can still just do this. I mean, they could even like dazzle or something.
Or Timber
10
Saw.
seconds remaining.
Oh yeah, the Mood Timber, yeah.
There's a lot
Tiny
of
and
options.
NP already, yeah.
5 seconds
Could be
remaining.
nice. So BA, what you got? I don't really. I guess to me, Omega Gaming feels like it's a pick-off oriented lineup right here. On those first two picks, obviously it could change. Could have like a 5 profit and then a tiny position 4, and then they like play for some super late game thing or something like that. But
Dire team
I don't think that type of game plan is going to come online quickly enough against Business Associates. I feel like Business Associates are going to show up and be taking your towers.
Yeah, the last time they started with this opener, it did wind up being a support Tiny too.
Okay.
And they just did that was just straight up their support duo.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry, they put the Prophet on
10
off lane. They
seconds
picked another
remaining.
support later, which could obviously still happen here. But we get through the
5
long
seconds
banning
remaining.
section of our
Radiant
draft.
team pick.
That's the one that starts to put everything else in perspective here. And Business Associates, no surprise, take the Terrorblade.
Yeah. I mean, it sort of fits that same mantra that we've been talking about. Does have some
10
downsides.
seconds remaining.
Could potentially get like dealt with in the lane.
5 seconds
Although a lot of those
remaining.
counters have already been taken out. The Bat Rider to me staying out is the most significant ones.
And you have the Jakiro too
Right.
to go 5, which is one of the better ones at just like securing a lane, especially with the treants.
Yeah, particularly against the Prophet for sure. Okay. Omega Gaming, what you gonna do? Kind of.
They could take Ench just versus the Beastmaster versus the TB. It's not too bad.
I wonder if it'd be worth it for them to go for a Timber Saw. Could be kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't know if I want this early though. I'd like to see what this other support is
Dire
that they're thinking for
team
snaking
pick.
first. But yeah, they're taking them.
All right.
You got them. I don't know. Why are we delaying the 5 picks so much lately? That has me curious. Because, like, why pick the Terrorblade here instead of like the 4 hero. I guess they feel like the 4 hero is that important. It's so
10
interesting to
seconds
me.
remaining.
Yeah, that's a good point because like I don't know had they done that, maybe
5
Omega Gaming
seconds
takes
remaining.
a different offlaner here.
Well, here's the thing though, because the 4 is a more reactive hero than the 1. That's probably the reasoning. And like the current meta, our 1 pool is like relatively small.
Radiant
So like now they
team
go
pick.
Sky or something with the. Oh, damn it! I really wanted the Sky. And like with the
Ooh.
Timber Saw and with the Beastmaster, oh, that would be good. But they're gonna pick the Silencer. They played this a little bit lately as well.
Are you thinking there's a Moose Silencer then?
The
Radiant
last time it
team
was
back.
Fear.
Okay.
So potentially could be like Fear Silencer and Snaking Jakiro, or could even be a Snaking Silencer. I could see that too.
Okay.
And but as you said, it could also be a Moose Silencer. So lots of options when it comes back around that 10th pick. Because Core Silencer with the Inner Beast
10
bonus is pretty
seconds
scary, but they
remaining.
would need a really tanky hero, like a
5
super tanky position
seconds
4
remaining.
if this was a Core Silencer. They'd need like an Earth Spirit or something who just like got in the middle of the fight.
Right. Well, I will say if they did decide to do that, I think like maybe even switching up the lane and trying to put the Silencer against the Timber wherever he's at. I feel like that matchup can't be good for Timbersaw, just like getting glaved over and over and over again.
Yeah. One
But
would not think so.
who's to say? I like the draft so far from Omega Gaming. It feels like they kind of have some answers to what Business Associates are throwing out there.
Yeah, PL historically is one of the best like percentage-wise versus
Dire
TV in terms
team
of
back.
pubs. Just like overall pretty decent matchup game-wise. You kind of come online at the same time. TB doesn't necessarily deal with you all that well. And you're a little bit better at picking apart like enemy supports with your mobility rather than like TB has to kind of rely on his allies for control quite a bit more than a Fan Lancer does.
Yeah.
10
They
seconds
likely still want their
remaining.
position 5 here for Omega. And it's gonna be paired with the
5
Clockwork.
seconds remaining.
Oh, sorry, it's gonna be paired with a Phantom Lancer, and the Clockwork's still in if they wanted to try the position 5 clock. But maybe with the movement speed nerfs, it's gonna be a little bit harder there.
I wonder how much you can kind of just go all in on your PL being the be all end all this game and like go like an Oracle or something, you know, just for like the save, or if you need, do you need that like sort of extra bit of damage instead? I guess Oracle does provide that to some extent against the Terrorblade.
It's also just hard to find a position 5 that does much versus TB too.
Radiant
Like
team
nukes are like
back.
kind of okay. They're just gonna start banning on mid heroes. That'll be good. That's also fine because they can just 5 the Prophet as well.
Yeah.
They probably will. Yeah, they probably will 5 the Prophet and find another offlaner that
10 seconds
that has some
remaining.
actual like wave clear a little bit more. Or in this case, they
5
banned Belina,
seconds
saying it could be like
remaining.
the Timber offlane, I suppose. But
Yeah. I was thinking like Warlock maybe for Omega, but like if I think that Lena would have been nice if they did want to put the Timber off and then just like looking for a mid then.
Warlock's also actually pretty legit too.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Only downsides versus the global, it can be
Dire
like kind
team
of weird,
back.
Right.
but overall, pretty one of the few heroes that can really mess up a Terrorblade and screw his timings.
You're never gonna get a Peevil the whole way. Just global you.
No, that's
Get
true.
owned.
10 seconds remaining.
Well, ban the Ember. So they're thinking that
5
it's likely a
seconds
mid
remaining.
that Business Associates is going for, which does seem fairly likely. But they're going to have last pick so they can get a chance to respond to what Omega are doing.
Don't do the darks here again. I don't believe in it.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Poor Darkseer.
Well,
Should've
you know.
played more.
I mean, it's so tempting versus Beastmaster and Terrorblade, though.
Yeah.
And you're a natural Greaves hero.
Yeah.
It makes me want to do it. But then you're guaranteeing that Timber's... I guess you're not guaranteeing Timber's going to go mid. Well, you kind of are. Unless you're going to get real weird.
Yeah. Start to do some. Well, the support Darkseer, right? That's
Yeah,
the-
support Darkseer or the PL mid.
Yeah. All right, what you got, Business Associates? They're taking their time.
Radiant team
Get rid of the
pick.
Viper and Omega. Do they want a mid? Do they want a 5? Where are we going?
I don't know why Zeus keeps getting nerfed, but Zeus would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
You could
10
like
seconds
Zeus, and then depending on the
remaining.
matchup, maybe put the tiny mid if they can get away with that, and just do like support Zeus or something.
5 seconds
Okay.
remaining.
Do a position 4 Zeus with a mid tiny,
Dire
5 profit.
team pick.
But they go back for the Wyvern, so a 5 that actually does deal with TB. That's a pretty good option. And actually, that's neat because it also abuses the aura of the Beastmaster, right?
Yeah.
That's neat. Neat.
Okay. So the save that they have against that currently
10
is
seconds
global. Now the
remaining.
question is, do business associates feel comfortable with the core silencer,
5
or are they
seconds
looking
remaining.
for their mid right now?
I think a mid hero that hit tower. Well, I guess you don't really need to hit towers. You have TB and Beastmaster. Some more initiation would be nice, aside from just roar. That's probably the biggest thing they're missing.
Like a puck?
Yeah, Puck, Kunkka, Ember are like the 3 big ones. Obviously, 2 of those are banned, so Puck into Vandalize is also really good because of the tether, but they're going to go for the Storm Spirit instead.
Okay. So this gives them kind of the late game advantage, I think, at least. Like, yeah, PL is tough, but holy shit, Storm Spirit, man.
Yeah, there's so many drafts where I think Storm Spirit's going to come out, and he just has not been materializing lately.
Yeah. Is this a good Storm game?
Yeah, looks nice, right? Like, what's he have to be worried about? It's a 5 profit, so he's kind of whatever. It is a offlane tiny, it looks like, right? Or
mid.
No, sorry, offlane Timbersaw. Dark goes on the tiny, so it'd be the mid tiny again.
Yeah.
There's the storm.
Okay.
Yeah, looks like a pretty good storm game.
Well, I'm excited to see if they can do it. And likewise for Omega Gaming, are they going to be knocked out of the tournament here, Business Associates moving on, or are we going to be going to a game number 3? We'll find out in just a moment. Oof, man, I think that this silencer shield is one of the coolest things ever, but it has to go with like the cool hat. You know the hat I'm talking about?
No, I don't think so.
You haven't seen that the silencer set where he's like a cowboy?
Oh yes, the one that makes him look like. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of a different set. I'm thinking
Makes
of
him
the
look
PA
like
set.
the PA set. I mean, it looks like the PA set.
Oh, literally, that's actually.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But it's for silencer instead. It's
What
awesome.
about that owl set that he got though? You know, he's got some pretty cool sets.
There's an owl set?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I just like that the face is animated on the shield. It's like a very nice touch, you know?
Oh yeah, no, it's pretty good. I actually just got that one with my 10 levels from the battle pass. Thanks, Gabe.
Nice.
Not
Oh,
you,
no problem.
The other one, yeah.
It never gets old.
I'm afraid I don't actually see this mythical cowboy set.
I'm going to have to show it to you later.
I do like this fan of the piercing silence that you get for 5 cents on the market. Whoa.
Fan of the piercing silence.
My silencer's not very swag.
It's no bueno, man. Silencer's a fun hero. I think that since the glaive change, I like playing him a lot more now. Because you can just like come to lane with a bunch of mangoes and just start beating on people.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
It's like going down. I go into turbo games sometimes. I play Disruptor, then I go to the off lane and I sit in the trees and I have like 6 mangoes and I just keep buying mangoes for the first 5 minutes of the game and just spamming Q.
I think I'm the worst turbo player in the world. I think I probably have like a 10% win rate in turbo. That mode is just not for me, man.
No.
It's just not my style.
I love it.
It doesn't feel like Dota. It just feels like a bad game of overthrow.
Exactly. That's the whole point. It's great.
Like I'd rather just play overthrow.
Yeah, that's fair. It's an interesting one. I've been doing it a little bit more when I have only like a little bit of time before we have to get here for a cast or something. So,
I mean, they have their own meta over there. They're super serious. It's actually
30
more
seconds to
tryhard
battle.
than ranked or unranked.
yeah, I don't play with those people. I just instantly quit. Not really, but I do
But
sort
you
of.
mentally check out. I
Exactly,
understand.
yeah.
Yeah.
Much like regular Dota.
Explains so much.
So, we'll trade off here, likely to be coming about for the bounties. We'll see if Snake King and Envy can keep them out of the way, but this does reveal Terrorblade down bottom in a matchup against the PL. Does he pop meta here? Doesn't look like it. And quick fingers on Envy, who decides to run that way. I don't know about that one. Is he fine? I guess he is. Did a lot of damage.
I'm kind of wondering what they're going to do about this top lane, though. Because can Brax lane versus a Timbersaw?
That's a good question. It's gonna take a lot of old boar micro.
A lot of it will just depend on the lane positioning that they can achieve in the bottom lane to whether or not they can keep Fear here. Because if Fear can stay here, that's fine. Then this matchup doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Because as you said, the glaives.
All them glaives. Yeah, that's gonna be
the orb
really
walking.
interesting.
Oh my god, this is gonna be so annoying. What can he can't do anything.
No. No, Oscar is hurting. Oscar is not having a great time. And then just runs the boar on back, and yep, he's gonna
Now-
keep the pressure on.
This is how you know an ability is built to be broken. When it scales like this, 1, 1, 2, 3 in the insta, right? That's how you know it's broken. Because it's saying that it's such a good ability that the second point would be too broken if it scaled linearly.
Yeah.
Like, no, we can't do that. That would be broken.
Gotta make the change.
Yeah.
He's still getting some experience, but yeah, Brax is just gonna be denying almost everything here.
And the wave does finally start reaching towards Envy, but look what they've done here. They are securing both of these camps. I don't think either one's blocked. They're both safe, and they're getting the pull. So this is coming at a cost here. Envy has popped the meta. He needs last hits, and they're just running at him.
Yeah, this is devastating. That being said, if they manage to like get over there to that camp and contest it a little bit, I don't know if they're gonna get there. They actually get the last hit on the range creep though. And you look here, Snaking, they do manage to find a deny, get the last hit on the big boy, and suddenly the creep's wave is kind of fine.
Oh, Snaking stole that one.
What a guy. Although I guess this is still pressured out really far, so that part's tough.
Oh, man. Double deny. They have a lot of damage to him. Profit. Even level 1, like 58 damage and this Blightstone.
So is Fear just going to stay here?
Yeah, I mean, they can't leave Brax alone.
Envy's jungling level 1.
I think that's all he can do.
Okay. They're killing Oscar, though. So they get the kill, and Fear gets +2.
Last word.
Dude,
Let it begin.
level 1 jungler. I haven't seen this in a while.
Yeah, typically it's like level 3, and you're like, oh, okay. One thing about TB is that he just has so much armor that it doesn't even matter. Like, he didn't have Conjure Image. He lost, like, no HP.
Yeah, it's crazy. Drops the tree, Tango's up afterwards, has his mangoes running this whole time. Dude, if this works, this is, like, kind of gross. but also very
Radiant
cool.
structures are fortified.
I don't think it's going to work.
No.
Not well.
Okay.
Like, this is basically just saying, all right, Brax, go win us the game, bud. Now, to their credit, though, the reason why this is kind of value is that Timbersaw is just as awful with a bad start.
Right.
You know? In fact, Timbersaw is worse with a start like this than Terrorblade is, because Terrorblade's going to recover in the jungle. Timbersaw, when he's not ahead and he's not bullying the enemy, why do you even have a Timbersaw?
Dude, the glaive kills coming from Fear, like, or rather just the pressure that he's keeping on him. And he's managed to get level 3 on Fear now.
High fives Envy. Like, oh, wow, level 2. What a scrub.
And he passed him the mangoes! Envy gave him the mangoes!
What is happening?
Fear's the real carry here. That's what's going on. Meanwhile, back to the side. Moo did not manage to get a bottle refill. It's on the top lane regen. And, oh my god, did he just leave it to him?
Is under attack.
What? Oh, toss it,
no.
Peta takes it. What a bait. That was nice.
Up top,
Yeah. Oscar's dead.
-4.
Dire structures are fortified.
Envy
And
is just farming a small camp.
INS, he also goes down. Panda comes in. You want some also? You're thinking about it. Fear's moving over. They've got him blocked. They're beating him down. They just keep running in. One by
Brax
one
has
by one.
drums.
Oh, God. They couldn't quite get the kill. Damn. Good save there.
I saw that the drum part's coming on the courier, and I did not realize it was an entire finished drums for Brax. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Diving tower with drums at like 4.5 minutes.
With no boots, just the ring of protection, Quelling Blade drums. That's an awesome build. How much movement speed does he end up with there?
325, and then you get the bonus when you pop it.
I mean, it's faster than Timbersaw.
Yeah. Have not been mid in a while. Moo is doing quite fine, 28 and 2. He's essentially just even timing here. They want to apply some pressure with the Wyvern, and by pressure I mean almost kill him.
Toss. Dark Knight, oh, going down. Oh, not quite enough to keep him alive there.
I think Panda came.
Yeah. Would have been a kill otherwise.
Drops a ward down there too. Let's keep an eye on these camps. You know that's where Storm's going to be playing in this type of game.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
These Curry's going down. Now, you know, I'm looking at this. Envy, not very much farm. One of the lowest net worths in the game. Silencer is almost above him, but this is kind of where
right here.
Oh god, he's dead. Okay.
That's really bad. Okay, so
Yeah.
what could happen is that the Storm starts jungling soon, and then this like is fine, right?
Right.
Oh no! Another
Dude.
save. He's fairy fires.
Whoa, getting a little bit too far forward. Needs a kill on a creep or something. He doesn't have level 6. He dies as well.
I know Envy's coming back.
You're ready for another round. Why not? And
Dire's
this
bottom
entire
tower
time,
is under attack.
Agate is just like complete and total free farm.
Yeah, what's up with snaking? He's just had a lane to himself. Oh, look at all this. He's paying this. You know someone else wants all this.
It's like, don't worry, guys. I got this. You know my mid and safe
Move.
lane have died.
TP.
Oh, no.
I guess I'll just have to take all of this as Jakiro.
Sad.
Went 3-0-2, and he's gone.
No. Yeah, it's an interesting build. Trying to get, I guess, more aggressive and more abilities to push out waves constantly.
Yeah, trying to hold it. I mean, look how damaged this tower is, and he's been here the whole time.
Catapult waves can be kind of devastating.
This is a level 7 Tiny on a level 4 tower. Bye! Bye, buddy.
Dude.
He's got no help. He's got 700 max HP.
Maybe, like, I don't know. So you were saying that, like, basically this comes down to Brax being able to make big plays this game, it feels like.
Yeah,
he's
that's
carrying
what
them.
they're saying. They're trying to make him that Ramses position
Dire's
1
middle
Beastmaster
tower
kind of
is
deal.
under attack.
Timbersaw going to be able to get away. They couldn't get in range for Aurora, it looks like, as all they had were the slows. 8-minute mark coming up. Got the next tier of runes, INS. They got a regen. Denies it afterwards. Well played by the Wyvern. Does not want to give that one away to move. He's getting aggro again. Onto the Tiny. Has to zip
Dire's
away.
bottom tower is under attack.
And looks like he's going to be fine afterwards.
Popped up top. They're going.
Chase down. Tries to find him. No ice path. But it
Radiant
should still be enough.
structures are fortified.
Another +2 for Mr. Fear.
Maybe it's
Dire's
Fear who
bottom
needs to carry.
tower is under
Yeah.
attack.
I mean, he's got a double null tally.
Radiant's
This
top
dude's
tower
killing it.
is under attack.
And I think
INS isn't even scared of Moo here. He's just like farming in his space in the
Dire's
lane.
bottom
They've got no
tower
fear
is
driven into their hearts anymore.
Radiant's top tower.
They were
is
scared of
under
him last
attack.
game. Now they're taking their tier 1 tower at 9 minutes.
no longer.
Radiant's top tower. has
Likewise, though,
fallen.
on the opposite side.
Dire's bottom
Unfortunately,
tower
for one
is
team,
under
it's a very
attack.
farm PL. The other team, it's a very farm Beastmaster. So I would rather have the PL.
Yes. I would definitely agree with you on that one.
That's a nice stack to steal, though.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, some ancients. Oh, hey, what's happening here?
are they going to actually be able to do
Whoa, guys, what's this? Yeah, they got boys. They got 2 points. They can take this.
this? Okay. They're going in, and they're going to get it. I mean, this is, I guess, the flip side of it is that Beastmaster can kind of, like, move around and do more early than a PL probably will. But they need
Why?
to take full advantage of it.
Oh, why is there an ancient stack here?
Timbersaw catching back up, since Chakra can clear through it now, I guess. It's the only thing I can think of. Dude, and now Roar's back up right as Timber came back into the lane.
Oh, the creeps, though. The timing from Brax,
Yeah.
not that good. He's got to... I don't know, is he not going
Dire's
to
top
TP out?
tower is under attack.
Good if he stays here.
Playing Brave here on Oscar. Oh, he's going all the way around. He wants that XP.
Okay. Bounty runes. Brax is going to head on over and pick this one up.
All right, Oscar's crazy.
Yeah, he's a little nuts.
I like how he's saving every last bit of mana.
Dire
Yeah.
are scanning.
Has the mango too ready to go. Reveals himself on the wave. Pings come out. Silencer's moving. They're TPing on over. And they're going to get the silence out in just a second here. Zip forward. Find the catch. And he's dead. So they bring him all the way down and another +2. Dude, he is actually going to have like... Look at him. He's got 450 mana.
At least his spells are kind of, you know, low.
Kind of. I mean, he kind of needs them too, though.
Yeah. He can't put any more points in. He's going to start leveling up Whirling Deaths. It doesn't scale.
Oh, my God.
How much int does he have now? +10? Oof.
Yeah, kind of rough.
All right, but Tiny almost has Blink Dagger.
Okay.
And Envy still has 900 health, and that's a level 8 Tiny. So if my math still checks out from when I used to play Tiny, that means he can blow him up in one shot. I'll have to redo my math tables with new Tiny. It used to be 100 times the level, was like the pretty rough.
Okay.
You can do that to anyone.
Yeah.
And then you can also add 100 if you can get additional right clicks in based on the hero, which
Right.
TB pretty much guaranteed the second right click.
Yeah, and I mean, they're also going to have the Nature's Prophet ulti pretty soon as well to throw on top of it. Envy definitely needs to tank up and get some type of survivability going. If he does not want to get just destroyed.
Man, that's a nice talent. 16% evasion at level 10. That's quality right there. That's what that is. Versus a TV. Yes, please. Versus a TV, a Beastmaster, and a Storm Spirit. Damn, that's a sick game for that talent.
For the PL?
Yeah. That's a great one.
Yeah,
Look at that miss. Look at that goal. Just swing and a miss.
See, I thought you were talking about the Terrorblades because he has a 16% evasion too. But
Whoa! Oh, man. It's
Right?
like an evil reflection of Phantom Lancer.
is that the lore?
I don't know. I mean, they have pretty similar abilities.
It should be. I just want to see Fear get the level 15 permanent intelligence stolen. I was trying to say Angilancy, and my mouth just
kind of what a
wouldn't let me do
silencer
it.
is like, though, with all that agi. And he's
true.
got one of the higher agis, too, kind of like Prophet. I mean, no one's quite like Prophet. A 3.6 agi.
But this is good. Silencer is good stacking. One of my favorites whenever I get ability draft. But Business Associates going to smoke up all 5 of them, not underneath the ward. And where are we going? Right into good old Tiny Man.
This was his blink reveal, too. That sucks.
That does really suck.
Yeah, nice play here from Business Associates. And look where Envy is. He's almost caught up to the Tiny. This hero. That's impressive. I mean, to his credit, he's done a good job catching him on the Timber, too. All right, Manta's done here, so no defusal, but at least an item that allows him to engage if he wants to.
Jump in, trying to get the winner's curse off. It is not going to happen. Fear will eventually be ran down. No, he's still walking through the other side. Oscar can't get to him. They bring him down, but not before they get the +2. Panda now also getting gone on. They're going to TP away immediately, but Envy, he gets caught. Winter's Curse is out there. Brax getting under fire. Avalanche toss, and Envy Sunder off. Tried to blink away, but it doesn't work. Panda now gets Cold Embrace to keep him alive, as Envy wants to just at least be able to secure something for a kill, but it's not going to happen. Great buyback.
Yeah, that was definitely worth it. Even though it was only a solo curse, that's all you need to just help set up there for Derek Mago. Get a little bit dangerous. I was kind of worried that he was going to turn that one around there, but didn't have any allies, so. And who's the big winner here? PL, 661 gold and almost 1,400 XP. Because he took down the big dog in this game, Brax.
Yeah. It's just definitely an interesting thing with the Beastmaster, but
The old Position 1 Beastmaster.
it's feeling like this is going to be a good game for Gate. That being said, they are going up against the Storm Spirit and the Terrorblade, so he's going to need to carry pretty freaking hard. We'll have to
If
see
he ever
can do
becomes
it.
a Terrorblade, though. I mean, he's getting there.
Right. I mean, for somebody that was jungling at level 1, that's something I wanted to talk about. Like, the game plan there, from what it looked like, was I am going to jungle as soon as the lane becomes unplayable, and the lane was like unplayable instantly.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, that is the handbook for the Terrorblade player.
Dire's top
Yeah.
tower has fallen.
What a crazy hero.
We're just mirroring each other on the map here.
And with the Blink Dagger, obviously Tiny would love to be involved in some
Dire's
kills.
top tower
Yeah,
is
he's
under
got haste,
attack.
he's got blink. Like I'm itching to get somebody right now from this Tiny. 1,000
Radiant's
HP,
bottom
no
tower
raindrops
is
here.
under attack.
Under a ward. Oh yeah, bye-bye move.
Which is cursed to set it up. They bring in Oscar afterwards, but the global to save him. They weren't ready.
Yeah, I don't know why they cursed first. I guess they just didn't think they'd have enough damage.
And then they get him anyways. Because that's a haste Tiny with a Blink Dagger. Fear standing tall, daring him to come and fight.
Yeah, he just did 1,190 damage just this Tiny. So next time, just like jump as the Tiny, I think. The ward,
Yeah.
right? Like.
But they got the
Dire's
global this
top
way.
tower has
It's all
fallen.
That's
part
true.
of the plan.
Global for curse.
Well, Timbersaw. Silence. Gonna land. Fear
Fear
beating
wants
into
it.
him. Dude, that's a lot of damage. That is a whole lot of damage. Oscar just dies, but the damage coming out now afterwards from the
Oh, they're all
Tiny. They
dead.
kill off 3.
Ngate gets 2 more of them too. The tip back. You mad?
I like that.
Was it worth it? Me, the worthless Timbersaw that you bullied in lane as 2?
Dude,
Congrats, 2v1.
are Omega doing it? They're looking
Yes.
really good.
Yeah, they're definitely doing it. They just broke these lanes. They put Business Associates in a very awkward position with this Terrorblade and Beastmaster because of that Timbersaw. And that was a 3rd pick Timbersaw.
Yeah. And I guess that part of the reason is like just revealing that Terrorblade early meant that the lanes had to be like so all screwed up. Like I don't know.
And it's funny because like the Timbersaw doesn't have a good game, but it's because they dedicated the silencer to him the whole time too, and then he shoved this TD just into the jungle. And now they're gonna get the Roach for free, the Medallion and the Mech here from Panda, making this nice and easy.
Levels wise, we're seeing level 15 on the PL. 200 health
The
now on
next
top of
highest.
everything else.
Ooh, at 12. Wow.
Yeah. That's pretty nuts.
Your song has
We do have the
fallen
next
to
tier of
the
items that are coming out pretty soon here, as well as Business Associates trying to get as much farm around the map as they can. Let these other cores catch up. As they will use a quick pause here. Fear taking his time.
Oh no. Double DC here.
Not great.
PL and the Timber. No, that's not fun.
So yeah, 5,000 gold lead for Omega Gaming, and they look really, really good at this point with the Aegis in hands for the PL. I mean, the next steps towards winning, like how does that look for them? What's sort of the next couple minutes look like for Omega?
From here, you use this Aegis, try and push down the towers. What? Oh, the game's taking over, doing it all by itself. I mean, they just want to get aggressive. They want to get aggressive wards. They already have one good one up inside the dire side of the jungle. It's already halfway through its duration, but they want to start abusing this Blink Tiny. He's gonna probably go Echo. He's well on his way to Echo. Then right into the BKB after. I mean, Gade is terrifying right now as he's building in towards the heart already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, Storm, he's been trying to work on this Orchid for what feels like forever, and already the heroes like are gonna kind of have some answers to it. I guess not really. They kind of need like Lotuses and the Greaves to be finished. Although it looks like MP's going Force.
Yeah, I think Oscar is finishing out a Yule's, if I'm not mistaken, in his quick buy, but oh, actually, I can't even see his quick buy, but I thought he had Yule's queued up. Maybe he'll go Aethers. Oh no, he's got it on the courier. Actually, he has quite a bit of it. He has the staff and the oh, it's done. Yeah, he actually has finished Yule's. Okay.
Height.
Yeah, that's very good. So the Yule's is done for him, but that means he can't help anyone else. But they have The clumsy net on Timbersaw, I was gonna say too. So he now has Yules and net, and even though he's like kind of poor on this Timber, he can still be very useful in these team fights just because of how long it takes to kill him still.
Yeah, and like even just that one round of spells usually is enough to deal with those Terrorblade illusions at the early goings, particularly when TB only has 1100 HP. Like I don't know what Envy needs to do here. They need a pipe. They need like BKBs or something. Game is hard. Neutrals, they still only have one of their 4 on Radiant. Dire just got the Dragon Scale. So could be a time to just back out and try and collect those items.
So 0 points in Arcane Curse by level 10. Would rather have the 20 attack speed, maxed out glaives, and maxed out last words. Let's as an audience here, why don't we examine Arcane Curse, everybody, while we have some time here? Because what's it do these days? It's an AoE, and enemy heroes take their damage and slow their movement every time they cast a spell. The durations increase. So there's no like stacking ability. It's just like straight up penalty duration of 5 after a base duration of 6.
Yeah.
So it can stack up. Wow, it can just like keep on going, eh? If you cast things that are below the full duration.
Have you seen that video of the invoker that got Arcane Cursed and then he died like 10 minutes later?
Oh yeah.
God,
that was like one of the older versions, I feel like.
I think it was Renessa posted. It was in her game or something. I don't remember, but it was freaking hilarious. Everybody's just like, "What the hell just happened? How did this happen?" No longer though. We haven't seen that in a while. One other interesting thing that I always wonder about with this is we just keep hearing some story paint go on is how much the spell amp actually matters, because you kind of get you get to double dip when you build spell amp items. I'm gonna actually step away from that spray.
Yeah, I was just getting that too.
Because you get the int that you get from it naturally with null tally, so 5 extra int, and then there's the int to damage ratio, but it also changes the int to damage ratio because of the spell amp. So it's 80 int to damage with these 2 nulls, which is pretty freaking cool, I think.
That's a lot of damage. Damn.
Yeah.
And it's pure damage. You know, what's... Alright, I'm going to find a wiki list of pure damage.
Tell me.
Because how many are even left? There's not a lot. Right? They keep getting changed.
Well, and I think the big change felt like it was a lot of them were like magical that pierced BKB or something like that, or like the pure and then like versus the magical that was piercing BKB, and those got changed around. And that was the same time that like brain sap and stuff got switched.
So let's see.
Timbersaw has some.
Yeah. Timber is like the big one. He's all pure, right?
Yeah.
That's just the life of Timbersaw. Ballista knockback is pure damage. I didn't know that. A lot of them are self-damage things, so like Mist Coil, Blood Rage. Devil's Will, Death Pact. Oh, well, Devil's Will is an item which was removed in the 5.31 version.
Oh.
What?
Wait, it's not Necrobook?
No, it's just this old item called Devil's Will. This looks hilarious.
What did it do? Can you look up Devil's Will? I want the lore.
It kills a target
see if you can
unit.
Get it in the toast. Is it
No,
there?
I can't do that, unfortunately.
Oh,
kills a target unit, giving a percentage of its hit points to the hero. Cast range 800. Target's current health as health, 85%. Target's current health as mana, 15%.
So it does. It's like Clinks' Death Pact, but you cast on a player.
No, it's on a unit. So the target unit is instantly killed, counting as a regular last hit or deny.
Okay.
So it's kind of like Death Pacting something.
Weird.
And it cannot be cast on ancient creeps and creep heroes. Isn't that neat? Back in 5.31. I don't think that still needs to be listed as something that does pure damage, but that's... Thank you. Burning Spear does, whether you get the talent.
Right.
Impetus.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. Apparently Iron Talon's Chop is pure damage. That's good to know. Vendetta. That's pure. Yeah. The End of False Promise. That's pure damage. Yeah. Meathook? Is Meathook... I didn't know that.
I didn't know the End of False Promise was
When it's
pure.
all calculated and everything. Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, meat hook's pure damage. Look at that.
So that's an interesting thing with False Promise. Then does that mean that you don't get the damage mitigations? Like, you get what I'm saying?
The way that it, no, they're still applied, but then that final calculated math of like everything that you're supposed to take is dealt in pure damage.
Got it.
If that makes sense.
Got it. So you do all the calculations, then it spits out a number, including the reductions, and then that number is pure.
I believe that's how it works. Yeah.
Very interesting. I would wonder if that, like, if there was ever a case where, like, when it wasn't that way, you know, like when it first got introduced or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Side blades, Snouts of Glaive of Wisdom, Timbersaw stuff, Counter Helix, Blood Right. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Rupture? It's
Yep,
Rupture.
yep. Doom, Black Hole.
Nice.
Sunstrike. Yeah, Macropyre, Ransack, Purification.
Ransack?
Meepo's thing.
Yeah, I didn't know that was pure.
Ransack's such a weird ability. We haven't seen that much Meepo since he got today.
They won that one game, though. We've seen a lot of Meepo right in front of us. Look at it, 16 of them. Hey. Nobody ever whacks them. I want to whack them.
Sonic Wave, Desolate, and Tinker Laser. That's it. But there used to be, I feel like, way more. Plus, there used to be all those other weird damage types.
Composite.
That was a good one.
HP removal. So they got rid of that as well because that was the only thing that was working with Huskar. I think was the only other one that has HP removal because it was Fatal Bonds for a while, but then they switched it. And it looks like the delay has caught up, so we are 4 minutes paused.
Woo!
Hey,
and no sign of the players.
Any word?
Power outage. They're coming back. How much pause time is allowed? 15 minutes per game. Okay.
Where did you see that at?
It's in the chat right now. They're talking.
Oh, do I have people muted? Oh yeah.
You have them muted?
Oh no, I don't. No, I don't have them muted. I just wasn't looking. I was just sort of thinking to myself about things. I didn't see them say power. Oh, there it is. Power outage. Reconnected. Hey.
1 out of 2. Nice.
Let's go, Oscar. Oscar's back.
Not grouchy anymore.
Nope.
Nope.
Just happy.
Nope.
He's happy he's back. And look, there's Pio.
Yay!
Mengate. Let's go. So. Game.
Oh, hey.
What's up?
Fresh Underlords patch. Sorry, I just opened Twitter to see if there was any info. That's neat.
Have you played that
It's
much?
not we can play Underlords. No, I haven't played Underlords since we played on the stream.
Damn, that was a long time ago. There's been a bunch of changes since then. Some good ones. I played it a ton. Like, I don't know. I want to say it was like 2 months ago. I got in a phase where I was playing it like over and over and over and over again because I just like I needed to have a little bit of a break from playing Turbo games in between stuff. And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna go back to playing Turbo some more.
All right, well, we're back, guys. All right, so where were we? Omega Gaming, they're starting to take control of this game. This Timbersaw looks like he can actually be kind of annoying, despite being a little bit poor for the hero, where he'd like to be in this game. He has Yules, he has the Clumsy Net. He wants to root up and annoy Moo on this Storm Spirit. Moo, he wants to jump in here. He's like, yo, Brax, can we kill this guy? He's like, well, I got level 2 Necro. And while they're plotting, thinking, planning, the rest of Omega are rushing in. Run away! All right, that pretty much catches up everything, I think.
That was great. That was amazing. The Hawk, though, scouted it all. Brax's little furry friend, or feathery friend.
Furry. That was the dinosaur.
Ooh, I got him here. Roar, use, caught, and killed. Just like that. And they just walk away.
Damn you, Hawk. Ruining everything.
Unbelievable.
Radiant's courier.
Oh, courier, though? Oh, I thought I was going to go mid.
I got one.
Brax's going to stay?
Oh, Panda.
Oh, the courier!
Courier.
La 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 la!
I'm not here. Don't look down here.
I like how Panda didn't go back.
Dude, he's not even leaving. I can't believe Brax is doing this.
Scared.
Damn.
Maybe he's scared the storm's still there, and he's like, yeah, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, I guess. That's the only thing I can think of, which, I mean, fair enough.
Dire's middle tower is under
nonetheless, 5,000 gold lead for Omega.
Panda's out of there. He's dewarding. He's just coming mid to play with his tiny.
Snake King.
Snake King. Yeah, he's doing his AUI impression.
Dire's middle tower is
Macro
under
Fire
attack.
is an unbelievable ability, guys. This is what you need to do more in your pubs. Is you go to the danger zone that your carry, that last wave your carry won't hit, just go Macro Fire.
Yeah.
Look at that.
In general, Jakiro as a hero to me feels like very expendable. You know, you just throw him
Dire's
into a
middle
lane,
tower
you get
is
some
under
liquid fires onto a tower. Maybe you die, but you probably do like 30% of a tower's HP.
Dire's
I think
middle
part of what's so
tower has
crazy is
fallen.
how good he gets with one item, too. That it kind of makes it
Radiant's
worth it if
bottom
you feed a couple
tower is under
deaths just to get a
attack.
Yules.
Yeah.
Or like a Force or something. He's thinking about Blink Glimmer first, though. Snaking wants to make some plays. DP in here, they want fear. He has no way out of the Sprout. They don't even need it, though.
Super dead. Yeah, dude. Skate's really scary.
Oh, he went Basher.
Wow. Okay. With the Ring of Trask.
Yeah, he had his heart keyed up a while back, but I guess he just feels like he's been kind of snowballing since
Dire's
then.
middle tower is
Okay.
under attack.
Oh,
Bottom
look at
lane.
those tree ants just sitting in the fire. What a waste.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And Brax is just pushing down bottom with
Radiant's
Necrobook level 3. They
has been
kill the
killed.
courier. So he doesn't even
Dire's
have the
middle tower
Basher.
is under attack.
Look at this
bottom
TP.
tower is under
Panda,
attack.
he's coming too. Are they gonna come back, Brax? Are you joining?
I don't know. They could be. Still have 4 heroes here, as it was the Wyvern that TP'd back and not the Prophet.
Is under attack.
And so the pressure keeps on going from the PL.
Dire's
they will take the
middle
tier 3 tower.
has fallen. Dire's middle
I
barracks
mean,
are
that's
under
pretty
attack.
good, I think, for business associates that they only took the tier 3 while the Storm Spirit, the Beastmaster, and the Terrorblade are all farming.
Yeah.
That seems like a good trade because tier 3s just don't matter anymore. And they didn't stay to commit for the racks with the Aegis.
He comes out.
And Brax, get out of here.
Chase moves TPing out of there already. And yeah, it does look like Brax is going to end up falling, even using the Winner's Curse on him there.
That's where if you're Timbersaw, you just ping the fact that you have clumsy net.
Radiant's top tower
You're
is
like, Yo,
under attack.
relax.
Yeah, I got it, man. Don't worry. But yeah, gold lead increasing as well here.
Brax wasn't able to get his Blink Dagger. So we're going to have a lot of Blinks this game. We already have a Blink on the Wyvern. Jakiro's still thinking about the Blink. Beastmaster's got the Blink. There's a 10-second BKB for Envy just finished.
That could be a really nice pickup. It kind of, I mean, the problem is that he still has so much damage that comes out very quickly against him.
Yeah, but he's like surpassing the Tiny soon in net worth.
Yeah. And I guess BKB Sunder is pretty scary.
Oh, yeah, and they did get that tower, so now they're going to have that outpost. And he still has Aegis. He had Aegis.
Oh my god.
Could've been a little bad.
Crazy. He's over here on this camp now.
Wait till I have my Basher in 50 seconds.
And you'll see. You'll all see. I'm Mingate. Yeah, they got ready global. Almost level 2 for that ability. It feels right now like they're ready to fight on business associates.
I think they want to fight because if they just cleanly get the next Aegis and Cheese on Omega, I think that they're going to be looking for like a high ground game ender where they just like win that one fight with the meta, and then even if Envy comes back, it doesn't matter if he has buyback with no meta.
Right.
And then they just try and take a dominant position of the game, like double racks or something, and then just slowly bleed it out.
Yeah. And granted,
That would be my thoughts.
it's a really good team composition to try and hold on and, you know, keep them off of your towers with the Macro Pyre and, you know, Storm Spirit, all the things he brings to the table. But
I think that's partially why the Blink is there on the Wyvern
Radiant's
too. It's actually a good
bottom
base
tower is
breaker.
under attack.
To just like create that chaos and jump in and disrupt the ease of just blowing up creep wave after creep wave. Is Brax so aggressively stationed here as Fear's trying to cover from the high ground.
no. Good thinking about it, but Wyvern shows up. They decide not to go any further. Well, they'll jump onto Fear, and the clumsy net's there. So they will bring it down at the silencer. Again, trying to make some space, as well as get some damage in and stop the pressure onto that, or keep the pressure on, rather, onto that tier 3 tower bottom.
Magate is really not concerned. Now he's thinking about going back for the Abyssal. He just had the heart queued up again.
It's like, guys, I got this. Don't worry.
And yeah, now it's Yules and Lotus. So Oscar's game is pretty much recovered. He's happy at this point. Getting like a hood or something would be kind of nice too. That's a lot to do.
I mean, there is still the problem of like the Timbersaw who's fairly underfarmed, but he's doing what they need him to do in this draft.
Yeah, exactly. Like his game's fine for like what they've traded for it instead.
Yeah. And you know, PL is still killable to some extent, but once this heart comes out, it has the feeling of like you just might not be able to bring him down after that.
All right, 10 seconds, and we find out who does Ice Frog favor up top. Moo, 1100 HP left. There's not enough TPs here to punish the Tiny.
Ooh.
Maybe.
We'll see, we'll get there.
Ice Frog, it's 1 minute. So kind of in the middle, but pretty good for Omega. Whoa, whoopsie.
Okay.
Fear just got a freebie there. He was definitely supposed to be dead.
Dire's middle
Accidentally
barracks are under
abyssal the
attack.
creep.
These things happen. Maybe. That's Arcane Rune.
And he is BKB TP, but there's abyssal in 12 seconds.
Oh no, Envy. Oh, he uses that TP.
Oh, they got the bash.
Yep. Okay. Okay.
Oh no, the Lotus!
Thunder.
Oh, I thought he had the
man.
Lotus. He got the Tipper.
Tower is under attack.
Damn, dude. This has not been the best game for Business Associates. On the other side, man, Omega Gaming, they're making every move that they need to make. Looking real crisp and clean.
You know, if you kill Silencer, you should get your imp back.
Ooh, I like that.
We should double the int he gets, and then if you
Radiant's
kill him, you
bottom
get it back.
tower Has
Okay.
been denied.
I'm down for that. Not all of it at once, a certain amount of it. Like that's what it
Radiant's
feels like it has to
bottom
be.
barracks are under
Yeah,
attack.
no, not all of them. That'd be
Dire's
awesome.
middle barracks are under attack.
I like your silencer. On the creeps. And missed some of that creep wave there as the melee Rax is being assaulted down bottom though. They're still getting some pretty good pressure on here. Winter's Curse onto that creep to keep Snake King, I guess, back for a moment. But they're taking Rax of their own. And meanwhile, the melee didn't go down. Like, what?
I think they're just slow rolling it. I don't think they're really concerned.
All right. Slowly and steadily trying to keep the pressure on, but they got these illusions.
They're not giving them that big fight with the meta and stuff unless they have Aegis, right?
Yeah.
That would be irresponsible as Omega.
That's true.
Oh, the Sliver. That's a great pickup for this next big fight for Mangate. Telescope there too now. That'll be perfect for INS. Happy Wyvern player. Blink and plenty of abilities that abuse it.
See if Dire can get any of those tier 3 items.
So they're going to go for this Rax instead of contesting Roche. So they're either like basically thinking they can bait Brax again, which makes sense.
Yeah, they're setting them up for it. Or they're just going to run in right away and force some reactions. Nature's Prophet in trouble.
Yell's coming.
Well, he's living for the moment. Eventually does go down. Gate shows up. Snake King taking some pretty good damage. Drops down the Macro Pyre. Yules afterwards. Keeping him alive only for a moment. But they managed to get a kill and get out afterwards.
That did stop the Roche, though.
Yeah.
So they can get that. Someone can stay and push. Magate's going to run back to the pit with like probably the Wyvern. And just like Cold Embrace or whatever to finish it out. Oscar already guarding the Roche.
Yeah. Don't want to give them a free opening to it. And this is just going to be the plan, it feels like, from Business Associates. Keep them pressured down bottom constantly. And Gate walks into the pit, half HP.
Problem is he just does this too fast.
Yeah.
There's no way they can pressure this to a good degree. And now, oh man, he's Aether done too. What is the range? Look at the range on Curse.
Oh, God.
Dire's
And
turret
they
has
find
been
themselves
killed.
fear. Yeah, it's a pretty good range.
If you add Blink and Curse, like look at that. And he can be like two
Yeah.
screens away and curse you.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
What good is a Hawk if he's that far back?
It's
Radiant's
really
bottom barracks are under
it's
attack.
really a problem. Wait, is he gonna get it? Okay, well they at least get some pretty good damage here onto the range. It's not quite gonna be enough. I think it's time to deny it. Oh, you're thinking about it. He's not thinking about it. They're not gonna do it.
No, you gotta go for the kill when he comes back for it.
Okay.
Oh, what a hard life. Having to choose between a Titan Sliver and an Orb of Destruction. Game is so hard for this Phantom Lancer.
It's about to have a heart done as well. 21,000 net worth.
Fantastic game on this PL.
Yeah.
The Timber PL double pick in that second phase of the draft was just brutal.
Yeah. Solved both problems. And really good drafting from Omega. And now, I mean, I'm kind of wondering what it is exactly. If it's like a function of the way that business associates play or what. I feel like they should be good going late game with this lineup that they've got. But I guess like they just weren't able to really come online in the early goings.
They haven't won a fight.
Yeah.
You still have to like win some fights. You can't just like roast the rat the entire way through when you're that far behind at the end of the laning stage. You have to like get some XP and gold, especially XP from like a decent team fight or maybe some pickoffs. And they haven't really gotten that since the laning stage.
Yeah. Well, as you mentioned, Telescope, Aether Lens, and Blink all ready to unload. Abyssal Blade, bringing him down. Moo. It's initiated on. They have the Ice Path to interrupt. Envy's still going to be fine for the moment. As the Doppelganger comes on out after the reflection. Oh, no, there's the reflection. Excuse me. They have the mana. Jump in. Moo controlling. Able to dodge away to the side. Ice Path down as well. There's the Winter's Curse. Taunting and pulling down Envy, but he's still living. BKB pop for the turnaround. Can they bring him down in time as well? They will be able to get the Sunder off. It was a little bit funky, though, as he still needs mana.
That was sick, though. Dark Mogo, he was really low that whole time. Popped his BKB, but he never used the cheese because he was waiting until he saw Envy actually Sunder. I think he was worried that he would just, like, burn the cheese.
And Ice Path lands afterwards, bringing him down. Roar trying to kill off this PL. It's a lot of damage, but the Cold Embrace comes through at the end. Mengate living through it. Now the Diffusal Blade onto Envy, killing him off rather rapidly. He is going to fall, no buybacks, and the chase forward continues to come as an avalanche toss onto Moo, onto Snake King. Moo trying to deal whatever damage he can, but they really don't have enough. Panda might go down here, but everybody else is having to buy back. Golden Embrace keeps him alive a bit longer. Mengate, has he gone too far? Right click's coming in, they bring him down one time. Now the Aegis. He has his heart as well in his inventory. 3,500 HP is so difficult to deal with. Triple kill as he's going to find the finish onto the Storm Spirit. Ultra killing another one. Fear is dead. He's picking his targets almost at random, it feels like.
Give it over to him now.
They want to take it. They're baiting him in. Mengate, he's not taking the bait yet. Now his team's like, come on, get a kill here. Get yourself a Rampage. Brax is still trying to make something work. He steals the Rampage away. And another buyback coming from Moo. Business associates, they cannot believe it, not willing to let it happen. But Mengate at this point is too big and too bad, and Moo is out of mana. And I have a feeling this game is just about over. As GG is called. Damn, Omega, they came back. They made it work. Going to game number 3.
Two pretty one-sided matches overall here for these two teams. I mean, you saw the start of the game, Business Associates, they actually hit the win probability, at least